Hey everyone, it's Kyle here, and in today's video, I'd like to give you my opinion and my review of what I believe is the best King James Version Bible. So I'll get into that in just a minute. I want to give you a story on how I got this Bible. So a couple months ago, my wife began to ask me the question, what would you like for Christmas? And I don't believe I'm the only Bible lover out there, and you other Bible lovers out there, I'm sure answered the same way that I did, another Bible. And I'm sure people ask the question, well, how do you need another Bible? You got plenty. You only need one Bible. And I'm sure you're right. We only need one. But if you have the means to and you're able to get other Bibles, I suggest do it. I think it's a great thing to do. So I told her I want another Bible. So I gave her a few ones that I liked. She knew, and I made mention about Schuyler Bibles. I have an Allen Bible, and so she could have picked from another Allen. I made mention of the Thomas Nelson Center Column Reference Bible. I believe it's the giant print or the large print one. It's the Premier Collection in the brown goatskin. I made mention of that, how I'd love to have that. That's a great Bible. And so I told her, here's some ones I like. You kind of do the rest. And in times past, I don't know if you're anything like me, men, but I would say, here's what I want for Christmas. I'll go and buy it. You just give it to me on Christmas morning. And she's like, okay. But this year I told her, you decide, and I'll appreciate whatever you give me. And so Christmas morning comes. I get my present, one of my presents, and I begin to open it up. And as soon as I open it up, I see this, the Jerusalem cross. And everyone that knows, it is a Schuyler Bible. It is the Schuyler Canterbury in slate goatskin. You see here on the box, it's got what kind of Schuyler it is, the version, and the color. On this side, it's just got Schuyler Bibles, and it has that beautiful Jerusalem cross here. This box, the Bible's not in here. So in this box, it is a clamshell. I encourage you, if you have premium Bibles and you carry them places to preach, to go on trips or anything like that, please put them in a box. Your Bible will last longer. There's a Bible that when me and my wife started dating, she bought for me, and I read out of that one. I preached out of that one. I constantly used it, and but every time I wasn't using it, I threw it back in the box, and I'd carry it to preach, carry it to do this, and that Bible, the spine coloring is coming off a little bit, but the Bible, the leather, everything is still in great shape because I've taken care of it, put it in a box, transporting it, things like that. It'll just be a lot nicer for your Bible if you really want to take care of it. But if you want to literally tear up your Bible, then do whatever you'd like to do. So this is the Bible, the Schuyler Canterbury in slate gray goatskin. I'll let you take a good look at that. Beautiful colors. It's got like the dark gray and the light gray mixing together. Beautiful Jerusalem cross stamped there. It does have the perimeter stitching. I think that's great. They do a very good job of that at Schuyler. We'll get to the spine here. It does have your 6 spine hubs. You can see your raised hubs there, very pronounced. I think that's great work. Holy Bible stamped in silver. Everything is in silver here. The Holy Bible, King James Version, and Schuyler, all beautifully done. So that's that. The size of this Bible, I'm going to go and give that to you real quick. It is 6.1 wide by 9.1 in length and 1.1 in the thickness here. So it's not a small Bible. It's just your average. I feel like this is the average size of most of the Bibles out there. It's good. I preached with this lately, and I generally preach from about a handy size Bible, a little bigger than a handy size. So this is generally bigger than what I preach with when I preached with it lately, and it carries smaller than it looks. So it's a good Bible to carry and things like that. So on the inside here, it is leather lined. Let me get that up for you. It is leather lined. You can see that. It has that red calf split leather. You can see goatskin leather cover down here for the outside cover. We have this silver gilt line around the edge. Beautiful work done by Schuyler. Here's the corners. Good simple corners. Nothing to argue about. So it is edge line construction for the binding. The ribbons here are 3 beautiful double-sided satin ribbons. I think that's excellent. It does have the silver head and tail bands that you can see there. That matches the gilt edging and the stamping on the spine as the silver. Now to get to the edges, it's got red under silver edging. I thought at first, when I saw this Bible, I thought that maybe that would look a little cheap, because on your cheaper Bibles that do have the silver, it does look cheap. It's kind of flaky, in my opinion. It's just not that premium. But when I got this Bible, and I've used this every day this year. I'm reading this Bible through. Started off this year, and I've read it every single day this year. And it's January 16th, and so I've read it so far. The first 5 books of the Bible I've read. No problems with any flake in it. It's very premium. The silver is just as good as the gold. I've found that out. So to get inside of the Bible again, I've already went over the liner there. Now to get a little further here, we have this page right here, and I'm not too well known about what this page is actually called, but it is glued together, and I know enough to say, please do yourself a favor and do not rip this apart. I've seen a review of a guy recently that, and I made mention of it in my last video, but I want to say this probably every time I do a review. Please don't rip this apart. It's supposed to be this way. It'll make your Bible last a lot longer if you just leave that there. The guy thought it was a defect from the company. It is not. It's supposed to be the way he ripped it, and I wanted to throw up, but hey, it's okay. So now to go a little further here into the Bible. This is the presentation page. It's got a beautiful artwork around the presentation lines and things like that. Beautiful. Very classic. Very, very classic artwork. I would say that it's very fitting to the King James Version Bible in the artwork. The King James Version, we all know, everyone that watches, everyone that knows, we all know that the King James Version is such a good classic and beautiful text. That's what it is. And so I believe that's good. It's very classic. After that, we have the marriages page. You can fill that out accordingly. Most people don't fill this stuff out if you have premium Bibles. I filled out the presentation page because it was a gift from my wife, and I'm never going to get rid of this Bible. It's got births and deaths. And behind the death page, it is a blank page, which I do like. You can write whatever you want to on that. It's got the Holy Bible here. And after this, I'm doing this very carefully. After that, we have another page, very similar, Holy Bible, Schuyler Bibles. And then after that page, we have the copyright information here. If you want to pause that and read it, you can. And that has the information like this was printed and bound by Royal Youngblood in the Netherlands. It's got the typesetting by 2K Denmark. They do excellent work. They're really involved with Thomas Nelson and Zondervan now, doing beautiful text, the comfort print, all by 2K Denmark, just great. And so right beside that, on this page here, we have the table of contents, which for your Bible it would be every book of the Bible, Old and New Testament. Got an abbreviation, the page number, and everything that you need here, so you can check this out. The next page is the epistle dedicatory and the translators to the readers. I must confess, I've never read that before. Most Bible reviewers tell us that we need to read it, and I'm sure they're right. I have read the Bible through, so I suggest reading that. I'm probably going to read it this year. My plan is to read that just to get a kind of a background of where we get our version from and things like that. So I think that's good literature to read. But the most important thing is the text, and that we read that. And so that's what we're getting to now. You see here, it is a double column, verse by verse layout. You see here, it has the references underneath the text. This page, it's about trying to think, I believe it's around 28 GSM page. The paper is very good quality, not too thick, not too thin. It's a very good premium page. The font size, is 11-point font in the Milo text, and so there's that. We see the beautiful drop caps here in that gorgeous dark red. The chapter numbers and the verse numbers are all in that red color. So that's kind of the theme of the text of the Bible. The headings, the subject headings here that you see, it is in black. So that's that. You go throughout this Bible. Again, how I mentioned the references underneath the text, I'm used to a center column reference. That's what I've preached with for a few years now. But I find that underneath the text, I'm getting to where I like a little better. I have a McLaren. I'll do a review on that. It's just, to me, underneath the text, it kind of lets me focus on what the Bible's saying. Just the Bible, not getting focused, not getting distracted, just staying in the text. And so that's the Old Testament. You get over to the Psalms. I was going to mention that. The regular text is double column, as I mentioned. But the Psalms, you have a single column, verse by verse. So that is beautiful for poetry and things like that. I believe that's excellent. So you do have that as well as double column. We do have here in the text the italics for the supplied words. You do have that in here, which is in most of your King James Version Bibles. I was going to show you, here's a good page, Matthew 24. The words of Christ are in red. I've heard other reviewers say this, and I agree wholeheartedly. I am not against red letter. I like red letter. I believe it's beautiful if it's done right. And Schuyler does it right. And so the red lettering is done perfect here. You skip through, excellent. Here at the back of the Bible, right after Revelation, if I can get there, you have the King's English Glossary, which is kind of like a dictionary, kind of what some words that we no longer use might be. It does have the concordance in here, one complaint I have about the concordance is the text is too small. It's smaller than the subject headings in the scriptures, and it's very small compared to the 11-point font in the text. So it has that, but I mean it's still very usable. It has note paper. I do wish one thing on this is that it was a little thicker. I wish it was the same page, the same feel of the maps. Most people complain about maps, but Schuyler does maps right. Has 12 maps here with your index there, so you can get to any of the maps you want. And then you have blank pages here. You can put notes or whatever you want to. So that is the Schuyler Canterbury. And I know this has been a little longer. I just want to give you an in-depth review of this Bible. I'll leave a link in the description below to evangelicalbible.com, to where I think this is the only Canterbury they have left. Not the wide margin, not the personal size, but the Canterbury, this gray, is the only one they have left. So when I put this video up, that's what they have left. So go over there and check them out. They're good folks over there. They even reply to emails. Some people don't. But that's my take on it. Like I said, I'm reading this one. I've read the first 5 books of the Old Testament, and it's a great reader, non-distracting with letters and references and things like that. Not distracting. I preached with this. It's a great Bible to use. I suggest you get one. Hey, thanks for watching. I want to encourage you to get in the Bible today and see if it'll help you out. Appreciate everyone for watching. Thanks.